Hey, what is going on, guys? Dave Sharp here, co-founder of Empower Network, and we are live finally here for the Hangout. And guys, I got to tell you something that it was a little crazy about 5 minutes ago because we had thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people slamming onto the website at one time. And unfortunately, we forgot to call the server company, I guess, even with like 25 or 30 like full-time, really intelligent, like some of the smartest tech people in the world working around the clock on this thing. I guess somebody just forgot to call them and tell them that they were going to get slammed tonight. So unfortunately, we had to kind of redirect some things around and we had to move some things around. So if you're watching this and you're on the page, you're on blogbeast.com and you can actually see the Hangout, then just stay put. I mean, no need to kind of go and reinvent the wheel if it's working for you. And then hopefully the majority of you, if you're coming on just new and you're coming on to the Hangout just right now, you're on a different website because that's kind of where we had to take people to be able to make this thing work. Again, I want to point out, remind you guys that this is a private affiliate webinar and we don't want the link spammed all over the universe. So encourage your teammates to just log into the back office, and that link should be here either now or in just a few minutes, redirecting to the new Hangout page to where people are going to be able to actually access everything that you're seeing right now. But anyways, besides that, and of course, this is the essence of being an entrepreneur. This is the essence of going out there and making stuff happen, is sometimes things break. And the truth of the matter is if things are not breaking in your business, then you're probably not doing anything. And we're doing obviously a lot, not only behind the scenes, but also right now we're starting to really crank. And guys, if you're on this Hangout tonight, I just first and foremost want to congratulate you, tell you that you are somebody who's going to make big things happen here over the course of the next month. And I want to really kind of let you know and warn you first and foremost up front that I'm going to give you a game plan on this Hangout that is going to give you the tools and the resources and give you everything that you need to make October the most profitable month of your life. Guys, when we started back in 2011, we started again, and most of you know the story, out of a stinky hotel room in Orlando, Florida. And we had an idea and a concept, and we had no idea if it was going to work or not. It was really just kind of a marketing test. And we wanted nothing more than to help our team succeed. And everything that we were doing up until this point, we felt like our teams didn't have the best chance to be able to make money, right? To be able to build a business, to be able to create the lifestyle that they wanted. So Wood and I, Dave Wood, we got together and we put our heads together. Lawrence Tam was actually involved in some of those initial kind of concepts and meetings when we started talking about this concept that today is Empower Network. And it's a lot different today than it originally was. It's a lot different today because it's grown in because of the leadership and the people that have gotten involved with us. It's a lot different than what we originally even envisioned. I mean, when we initially started to put things in motion to create this company, we just wanted to create something that would help our team succeed. It wasn't really meant to turn into a huge company. It wasn't meant to turn into another direct sales organization. It really wasn't. It was really just something that we wanted to put in place to help our team succeed. And so 50 people ended up coming to this kind of private NDA meeting down in Orlando, Florida. And when we painted out the vision, and I was just talking about kind of what we did and really how difficult it was for people to get involved back in October of 2011. I can remember, and Tam, you can remember this too. We literally, everybody had to sign NDAs to get into the room. And then once they did get into the room and they left, the website didn't work. So what we essentially made people do was go and download an NDA from some random website, and they had to sign that NDA in fax. Yes, I did say the word fax. Or scan an email the NDA back into us, and once they scan the NDA back into us, we would send them we would put them on the webinar, and it was kind of like a live stream like this, and we would paint the vision and the concept and what we were doing, and then they literally had to go to another random website, and they had to download the order form, and when they downloaded the order form, they literally had to fill it out with pen and paper. Yes, I did say pen and paper. Who uses that anymore? But yes, pen and paper. And then they had to fax or scan an email the order form back in, and we literally had to enter the order forms in manually into the website. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie New Jack City before, but I was on my way home with like a stack of order forms from Orlando, Florida, and I called my fiance Erin, and I said, honey, I've got like 1 million orders here, and I need to figure out a way that we're going to actually be able to input input these orders into this broken website. I need you to call some of our friends. And there was like, 5 people lined up around this old white plastic table. And of course they weren't naked, but they were diligently working and entering the information into the website. And that's essentially how we got started, right? We got started with no website, right? And the website that we did have didn't work. We got started with a programmer who lived over in Norway and worked, we found out later, out of a garage, right? It was like this farm, and I guess there's like a lot of land out in Norway. So he worked out of his garage and just was like hunched over like all night long, like I used to be when I was trying to figure out how to build my business online. And that was the person who worked on our site for the first many, many, many months. I didn't even meet the guy until like a year later when we decided to fly him over because we thought that it might be a good idea to actually meet the guy who's been working on our site for the last year. We launched with no launch, right? No launch whatsoever. We launched with no events. We launched with no affiliates. We launched with a merchant account getting system that you could collect commissions directly that was not sustainable and ended up breaking and killing our company the first 45 days. And Empower Network was literally dead. Empower Network didn't exist for 45 days. And I'll tell you what happened was people like Lawrence Tam and people like Tracy Walker and people like, all of the leaders that were involved kind of rallied around and held us up when we couldn't hold ourselves up. And I'm going to tell you something, it's been an amazing journey. From that small group, and I don't have the names here, I wish I did, but from that small group of people in Orlando, Florida, 3 of them are in the Millionaires Club today. Probably, maybe not a dozen, but there's well over 5 to 10 of those people, right in between 5 and 10 of those people that were in that room, okay, who have created a multiple 6-figure income inside of Empower Network. Some of them today are earning high 5-figure monthly incomes. And dozens of those